King and queens, I hope everybody's doing good, doing great, taking care of your health, stand to yourself. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the hype button. Comment. I will be checking. Keep it respectful. No disrespect, man. As y'all can see by the title and by the thumbnail, what we got going on. This Lindsay Clancy situation is by far one of the most interesting, diabolical, mind-blowing situations I've seen in a while. And the support she's receiving is mind-blowing as well. I can't wrap my mind around it, but this world, man, there's nothing that shocks you anymore. There's nothing that's surprising. These things they are what they are. We got to accept it and flow with it and just see how things, play out. But so if you don't know, I'm going to say allegedly, although I'm going to just say that it's hard to even say like, this is what this is what this is not. So this is just a story that I've heard thus far. Lindsay Clancy, married to a guy. They have children together. The guy leaves. He comes back. The children are unalived by the woman, Miss Lindsay Clancy. This is the story that I was told. All right. This is what I read. This is the trial that I've been listening to. But it's been speculation that the father, it's been fishy little things going on, but they're trying to hint at the father actually doing it. Not sure. We don't know yet. But yeah. And supposedly she's getting a lot of support from women. And it's just, it's been wild. It's way more detailed than that. So hopefully the videos we watch will break things down even more than what I did. But that's just like the little gist, if you get it. You know what I mean? But let's get into this video.
How is this legal? So some moms have started a movement online called Me Too Lindsay, justifying their thoughts of getting rid of their kids. And you got people saying stuff like this.
Stop thinking about these kids as people and think about them as ceramic vases for just one.
Huh? No, they're children. They're humans with a heartbeat that have a lot of life to live. They didn't ask to be here. They deserve to live a long, prosperous life. What are you talking about? Looking at them like they're an item you put on. What? Telling y'all, nothing is surprising anymore, man. We so desensitized to stuff. It's just outrageous. And the things we make excuses for to try to make things a normal thing. Like, no.
1 second for me, okay?
Now they want us to not look at the kids as people, but as objects that she broke. And now her GoFundMe is at $1 million. Yo, is this a mess?
Oh, and supposedly she was dealing with postpartum. It's not postpartum depression. It's postpartum. I forget what it is, and also too, she was taking medicine, and I guess he's trying to claim the whole, mentally ill thing. And too, she jumped out the window. Also, I forgot to add this. She jumped out the window after allegedly doing what she did to her children. And then she like cut her. It's a lot. Dang it, it's a lot. All right. I can't think of the word. It's not postpartum depression. It's postpartum. Hopefully they'll mention it in one of these videos, but yeah.
Psychosis going on.
Psychosis. Postpartum psychosis. That's what it is.
How is this not a criminal offense? They've been having rallies outside the courtroom for days, happily saying that, yes, we were in her position. Yes, we wanted to get rid of our kids as well. And you still have delusional people that believe she didn't do it. Mind you, her Apple Watch shows that she was going up and down the stairs at the same time the husband was at the store on camera. She even called that man. Where are child services? Where are the cops? Because if I got online and said I want to do that to my kids, I don't have no kids, but if I did have kids, these cops would have been at my door and I'd have been locked up right now.
And see, this is why I don't, because we got to wait till the case is finalized to actually make a hardcore stamp of approval judgment towards this situation. Because what if this one of them twisted, crazy plot twisting ending situations where it's not what we think it is? What if the plot twist is so scary and spooky, it's out of this norm, and it's like, oh, the mom didn't do it. So I'ma just wait, and y'all can say what y'all want in the comments if y'all think she did it, which the evidence is leaning more towards her. And I want to say, based off of what I heard, she got her hands dirty, but we still gotta wait till all the evidence come out before we just make that, like I say, that serious of an accusation and to just accuse her.
More I'm starting to see why less people want to have kids and less people want to be in a relationship.
A mother strangled 3 of her children to death, and the world is protecting her, saying that she is innocent. Are you surprised? Because sadly, I'm not. For those of you who are not familiar...
But this is the thing. She actually admitted to doing it. So even with me saying, oh, let's wait, it's like, but she admitted, she said that she did it. I'm telling y'all, this case is, it will have you seesawing back and forth because of how it looks. It just looks like she did it. But then the dad goes on the stand and he has I'm going to say this. People grieve different. Because I can only imagine me being on the stand with something like this. And I know how I would react because I wear my emotions on my sleeve. And my son means the world to me. So if anything was to happen, and I'm not speaking that, but let's just hypothetically, if something was to happen to anybody close to me, I get on the stand, you're going to see the emotion. You're going to see the passion. But everybody moves and operates different. He just didn't seem as if there was no emotion, I don't think. So that was kind of fishy, but hey, like I said, everybody's different, I guess. I don't know. Three of your children, I don't know.
With the case, Lindsay Clancy, a mother who was battling postpartum depression, she took 3 of her children into a basement, and while her husband was running errands, she strangled them to death, and then she tried to take her own life. She wasn't successful at it. She's still alive, and today people all over the world are supporting her. They are defending her. Are you surprised? A few weeks ago, Massachusetts passed a law where it says that you can kill a baby up to 1 day old. We went from debating my body, my choice to my baby.
Huh? This is why we watch these videos. Educational, man. That is ridiculous.
My choice to now my says that you can defending her. Are you surprised? A few weeks ago, Massachusetts passed a law where it says that you can kill a baby up to 1 day old. We went from debating my body, my choice to my baby, my choice to now my grown kids, my choice. People are saying, well, that's not on her. She was just mentally unstable. We can't blame her for doing this. Are you kidding me? It is insane to see the pace of our moral degradation as a nation. As a country, we are so crazy where we are defending murder. Are you kidding me? And you might be saying, why are you talking about this? Stick to preaching theology. Stick to preaching Jesus. Why are you getting into politics? This isn't even political anymore. This isn't even about the left versus right anymore. This is about good versus evil.
Yeah, this is wrong, right. That's simply what it is. And I wonder, to what degree was this person battling mental issues? You know, I don't know if she was medicated. Like I said, earlier today while I was at work, I was listening to some of the trial. And of course, it was bits and pieces and stuff like that. So, you know, the more that the trial goes on and the more that I have the time to, I'm going to actually still dive into more details. So that way, if I do another video, I'll be more educated on it. But I wonder how much did she suffer from having mental issues? And did she receive the proper help that she needed? Now, granted, despite even if she didn't, this is still not right. There is still no excuse for her playing God. This is still no excuse for her taking her own children's life and trying to take her own. So, yeah, the support she's receiving, I have no idea why. Like I say, this thing is still ongoing. And once the judge banged that gavel, she decide what the verdict is. We just got to play it by ear. We just got to watch this, man. It's literally a movie. This is the craziest movie I've seen in real life.
Our country is under attack by Satan himself. And if as leaders, as pastors, as preachers, we don't do something, if we don't raise our voice and spread awareness and pray for our country and educate people all over the world, if we don't educate our followers, who is going to stand up into politics and fight for Christianity? Who's going to stand up and be the voice for those who have no voice? Who is going to stand up and be the voice for those who are unborn, who are innocent, who are small and can't even defend themselves?
That's right.
Women have been killing their children for of millennia, since the start of civilization. So that's not even a shock. That's not even a surprise. It's happened, you know? But this particular case is where the public is trying to normalize inflicting violence and murdering children as if that shit is normal under the guise of postpartum psychosis, postpartum depression, mental health. Like, they're utilizing mental health.
What? Okay, but why have 3? And then why wait to their age that they were? I get it, right? I get it. I get life, right? I know how life works. There's things that we don't have control over. There's things that sometimes we do have control over. And in our mind, we think once that thing happens, I'll be able to control it. Or I'll be able to change the narrative. Or I'll be able to change my mindset. Or I'll be able to fight through the pain. But if you know you're not mentally strong enough, like, you really have to realize and know how life-changing certain things can be. And having a child is one of those things. And there's no way to ever be ready for something like that. But we have to know ourselves. We have to know, can I do this? Am I mentally ready? Am I financially ready? Do I love myself enough to try to instill love into another human if I don't have it? Or am I mentally sane enough to have a child and treat them and teach them love? That's something we need to work on. Like, we got to stop at some point, because, and I know people don't like it, but you could have just had an abort, you could have went to the, yeah. I would rather a person do that than actually wait till these kids are breathing air, living life. They have personality. You draw attachment. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It makes zero sense, man. And the excuses, oh, it's just too hard. I don't know if I can. I just don't think that's reasonable. I don't think it's reasonable. I don't think there is any excuse for you to take your own kid, anybody's kids, anybody else's life for that matter, but your own children.
As a shield to openly admit that they are sick, they are violent, and they are disgusting human beings that need to have their children taken away, and they need to get thrown in jail. Period. Hard stop.
Not for sure.
If this was any other typical case where the public had outrage, like, dude, if you were really going through some shit, leave. Just leave and disappear like most mothers do. Or tell your husband, hey, I can't do this. And go away for a little bit. That's what normal, healthy people do.
But that's the thing. She was not normal and healthy. She was unhealthy mentally. And I battle with, how do you acknowledge the fact that you are sick? How do you acknowledge the fact that I need help mentally? How do you recognize that? Because y'all know how sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times, we do things so normal, the normality of how we do things. We have a pattern. We have a way of doing things, and we think it's okay. But an outsider can see something that, like, it's not okay. Your friend can see, hey, you always treat people like this. Why? And you thinking like, oh no, I don't. You so unaware of your own actions because it's so normal, because you're used to doing it. It's hard to flip that mirror around. And a lot of times people, even if people do know, they don't want to change it. They don't care to. Some people are just careless. It's so many ways I could go with that, but yeah.
They go away, they come back when they're fine, and then they keep it moving. All right. Postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis, it's nothing new. People are like, we need to have a conversation. There's nothing to have a conversation about. There's plenty of literature out there. There's plenty of resources out there. You choosing not to exercise and utilize those resources under the guise of trying to be special.
Yeah, but see, now I can't make excuses for her, because you were able to prosper in life. Like, you were able to coast through life. And I think she was a nurse at a hospital or something like that. You were able to be functional in that space. You were able to be functional in your relationship. You know what I mean? You were able to function through life, get to the age you were, have 1, 2, 3 children. So to make an excuse for her and say, well, maybe she didn't know, I can't do that. Maybe she was unaware of her own actions. I can't say that. You were intelligent enough to make it as far as you did. So you should have been able to recognize, I have a problem and I need to check myself into somewhere. Like she said, communicate with your husband. Hey, babe, I think I need help. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to hear voices, or I'm starting to, you feel like whatever, I'm starting to stay up longer at night. I'm not getting enough rest. My body is reacting to me being exhausted, tired. I got to figure this out. Yeah, this is different.
Lindsay Clancy is obviously not guilty. There are a fleet of doctors who should be imprisoned for what they put her on. I regularly speak out against Big Pharma.
Oh, see, so she was on medication. See, I didn't hear that part. I didn't know that.
They get away with murder all the time, and in this case, they are getting away with.
So what if it was what she was? Oh my! See what I'm saying, y'all? It's a lot in this. I don't know how much we could speak about medicine and stuff like that, but y'all know medication and taking pills and what it does to the body and what it does to the mind, what it possibly can do to the mind and the body and the kidney and everything else. So what if what she was taking ignited something in her, threw her off chemically? I'm gonna let Candace do her due diligence.
The murder of really her 3 children, but also completely destroyed her life. When Lindsay Clancy, in my opinion, is not guilty. She was put into an intentional psychosis when she probably just needed to give her kids away for a weekend to get better, but they constantly give you these drugs that do not make things better. And the cocktail of 10 pharmaceuticals that she was on is absolute madness. Absolute madness. I
So
made
you
my
can
thoughts
pause that
clear.
and then go to the last one with this lady, and then we'll get into it. Go for it. The one that you guys are telling me you want to show. I haven't seen this one, so no, the one you just texted me. The one you just texted me.
That's her on the bottom, right?
Guys, this one you just texted me to say this is the one you want to play. Is that the one, or is it a different one?
In January of 2023, Lindsay
Go ahead.
Clancy, a Massachusetts mother of 3, strangled her 3 kids to death in her basement with exercise bands. They were 5, 3, and 8 months old. Her trial is this week. She's being charged with first-degree murder, and the question is whether or not she was undergoing a psychotic episode.
I get what you said. You can pause it right here. So, John, where's your position at with this? So, on one end, a lot of these women that are following saying it's not her fault, it's the doctor's fault. They medicated her. We're trying to find a solution for this. And then some are saying, wait a minute, she just killed her.
I don't blame the doctor. I don't blame the medication. I don't know. I'm not blaming anybody, bro. Let's be clear about that. Disclaimer, I am not blaming I'm not saying nobody's at fault. This is all alleged. We're just throwing out ideas for us to ponder on. That is all I'm doing. Because it's an interesting topic. I am not saying this person did it. I'm just saying, what if? It's a possibility. Maybe if this, I wonder if, that's it. That's all. Don't smoke.
3 kids. What do you mean it's not her fault? What's your position?
Yeah, I don't know if this has been your guys' experience, but in my experience, I tend to find that women struggle with accountability sometimes. And so I think that, it makes sense that they would all want to take to the streets and say that they sympathize with her because they could see themselves doing that, which if you're a mother, that's kind of a disturbing thing to say if you have children, putting that idea into their mind that like you perhaps could have had a bad day and killed them. But
I'm going to say this, some medication, people are able to cope different. Like some people are able to actually function a lot better. That's same thing with alcohol or same thing with marijuana. Some people mentally are stronger, and some people are physically stronger, and they're able to control the side effects that maybe somebody else wouldn't be able to. Or sometimes it's like it's one of those things where you may take something and this may happen. That person may take something and it may go completely left. Like you may be able to just breeze through work, take some medication, go to work, so on and so forth, and just live your life. Some people may end up taking it, going to work, having a headache, start getting, the vision is blurred or their hearing starts to go in and out. I mean, we got to think about that too. Everybody anatomy and body and just the way they're built is completely different from everybody else. So that's another thing to think about. Again, just another thing to think about, y'all.
I think she's.
But bottom line is, you are getting held accountable for taking somebody's life completely. No matter, I don't care what. That's just what it is. You will be penalized no matter what you're under, what you did, because you did it. You took the medicine. You took the alcohol. You drunk. You know, whatever it is. You smoked the marijuana. Whatever it is, you will be held accountable for your actions, no matter whether you're under the influence or not.
Obviously guilty. I think that everything people are trying to do here is absolve her of guilt by saying it's the system's fault, which the subtext of that is it's like the male-dominated system or something. All of the doctors who wrote her those prescriptions were female doctors. She was also doctor shopping specifically for medications. Like
the doctors that gave it to her were female doctors?
Yeah, she was. So not only she was going out of her way to get these medications, and then she was also getting them, I believe, from, if not.
Wow.
We're here to send one message, and that message is that it should not take tragedy for people to start paying attention to mental health.
Being here is important because the Massachusetts system, healthcare system, failed Lindsay. She reached out for help multiple times. She told them that she was having thoughts of harming her children and harming herself. And
so the kids, they don't get any support. The kids, they don't get anybody to defend them. They don't get anybody to protest, to have signs, to wear t-shirts, to have a voice, to stand up for them.